Welcome to the Boys Think Podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
Feeling good, James. How about you?
All is well, brother. Episode 30, available December 9th. Our friend of the show, friend in real life, Liz Stack's birthday today. Happy birthday, Liz.
Oh, we never did tell a good story about her.
Oh, yeah. You want to tell a Liz story?
Yeah, you got it.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Sammy, what's on the show?
The Queen's Gamble, The Joker's Folly, and The Return of the King.
The Return of the King. All right, since it's her birthday, I'm not going to make her suffer. She's probably going, what story are they going to tell? Liz is one of my most down-to-earth, good girl friends in the world, so there's nothing bad. But she came to town, and I think she had met you. Maybe she saw one of our shows or whatever.
I met her at your wedding.
Met her at the wedding,
Yeah.
and then we saw her.
Maybe one of the shows.
Maybe one of the shows, and then she hadn't seen you in a while. And she was single at the time, and she's like, you came over, we had like a barbecue or something.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what's Sammy's story? And I was like, I hang out. Maybe you guys could talk or whatever. And I'm like, why don't you hang out? And then you told her, what did you tell her, Sam?
I told her I was going to Thailand, to Bangkok later that year.
No, the next morning.
Oh, the next morning. That's what, the next day. I was about to leave for Bangkok. That's what it was.
I'm like, why don't you hang out, have a drink? You're like, I got to rest up because I'm going to Bangkok the next day. And then she was like, so my interest level is 0 now. And then I remember you got back from Bangkok after some wiener secrets for sure. And you're like, what happened to that cute friend of yours? I'm like, oh, here's what happened. You thought you were going to Bangkok. And it wasn't to do photography. Well, there might have been some photos taken.
Immediately I got cut off. Before it even started.
Liz is Liz is way too nice for a girl, and she knows boy shenanigans. And
let me tell you, Liz, you were correct. You made the right choice.
You chose wisely. Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
I hope it's a good one. And yeah, you dodged a real bullet here. I have a Shake Shack update, or shall I say Shame Shack.
Shame Shack, let's hear it.
People enjoyed Shame Shack, by the way. I got some good compliments on that.
Good.
They went back and forth with me on my real Karen messages I was sending them.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we're so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Can you give us all this information? I had to do screenshots of my credit card bill.
Okay.
And again, it was like $50 worth of stuff. Mm-hmm. I think it was like a little under $150
with the shake and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we'll try harder. We welcome you back. Give this like 75-digit code at the thing. No scanner option. It's like you have to
easy.
Input this code and we'll give you $50. $50 is fine.
Yeah, you can take your family there $50.
No, you cannot. Clearly, you cannot.
That's true.
The first meal without drinks was $90 plus.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
they're
true.
like, you can. It's a real Sophie's choice of which children I want to take to Shake Shack. So yeah.
Is it a punishment? Is it a reward? I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know. And then yeah. So I'll use it at some point, or I'll give it to somebody. But you're banned still.
Yeah.
The 1-year ban is still in effect.
Still intact.
I'm taking a hard line.
You should.
I should use it, though, in the next year. They might go belly up with this sort of bad publicity.
That's true. Then you're stuck with nothing.
Bad publicity. Yeah. Jordan sent us in a picture of what I want at said restaurants. And I'll show you in a minute in the next segment because I don't have it ready.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. How was your week? Anything new?
Nothing new for me, although my mom got to watch her neighbor's house get raided by the cops, which is kind of exciting for her.
Woo!
I guess there was a van outside. She called my brother because the detective was like, this looks like a police van. He goes, yeah, it sounds like one.
Wow.
And then the neighbor came home and they swarmed him. And she was staring out her window, like, oh my God,
that's
what's going on?
great.
She got to see it all.
That's great. Does she know the family well?
She does not know him well.
Okay.
No,
Did they know what happened?
Yeah, he was a pedophile.
Holy!
Yeah, she's having a real hard time with it right now.
Oh my God!
He's like a 70-year-old pedophile.
Oh Lord!
These are the stories. Apparently, they found out he's been in jail for this before and nobody knew.
This took a hard turn.
Real bad, yeah. So, really weird, really bad going on over there in Crystal Lake.
Is he a rapper?
I don't know. Yeah, he was hanging out with
Because it seems like a lot of... that story for later in the show.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That was the weekend on Crystal Lake.
Okay, well, they had a camp there and something went wrong to a little boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, well, we got some football to talk about. I don't know how to transition. Let's get Jordan's meme. Next.
College football picks.
All right, Sammy.
Yeah.
It was championship game weekend. Normally, I pick them all. I was very selective.
Okay.
I took 2 games. I said I might post more on X. Didn't. I was being conservative because I really wanted a big week. I was very nervous because we had our last parlay ticket. Let's get started. What was the first game?
First up was SEC championship game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Number 5, Georgia at number 2, Texas.
Okay. Go
And we
ahead.
took Georgia +3.
Okay, this was my play of the day. I was super nervous. I said we shouldn't do it. Better beware because I like this play so much. Okay, it's 6-3 Texas at halftime. So we're at a push right then.
Okay.
And Georgia looked bad. They just didn't look good. And then on the final play, they try to make this like long Hail Mary pass. Their quarterback goes to throw it and gets crushed. I mean, did you watch any of it?
I did not.
Shocking. Breaking news. Shocking. Got crushed. It looked like he tore his shoulder. He said he hurt his hand. He didn't come back in the second half until one play later. We'll talk about that. Their sophomore QB, Gunnar Stockton, took over. He went 12 for 16 for 71 yards and an interception. It was both defenses were playing very, very well. When Carson Beck went out, he was 7 for 13 for 56 yards, and that's it. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Just they couldn't get anything going. So the backup managed the offense good enough, and then he gets crushed on the second to last play. Helmet flies off. Guy gets flagged for roughing or whatever. Penalty, big penalty.
Yeah.
Whatever the penalty I'm trying to.
They were coming out hard.
They popped this guy really bad. Unnecessary roughness was the call. They were going to eject him. They had to go back and look at it. They said no penalty. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But the guy who got his helmet knocked off has to sit out one play.
Oh, wow.
So the quarterback has to go out, and the other quarterback they have is like his arm doesn't work. He's like trying to take the snap, and his arm's like hanging. He runs back on the field with his arm hanging. So he wasn't playing possum. They're not going to say, okay, just kidding, surprise, touchdown pass. They're on the 4. He's able to take the snap. He hands it to the running back. Okay. The running back scores in overtime, ends the game. Sammy, what was the final score?
Georgia 22 to Texas 19. Wow, what a turn of events.
Play of the day. And a lot of money on that game.
Nice.
Oh, boy. That was good. All right, 1-0. All right, I went one more game.
All right.
Can we go 2-0? What we got, Sam?
We were at the Big Ten championship game. It was number 3 Penn State at number 1 Oregon. We took Oregon team total over 26.5.
Let's give them to him right now. What do we got?
Penn State 37, Oregon 45.
45! That's so easy.
Oh, yeah. Smash that one.
Smash that one. This hit 5 minutes into the second quarter. 5 minutes into the
You're just partying then.
I barely watched any more of it. I watched some of this crap Clemson SMU game, and I really needed SMU to win.
Yeah.
Because Clemson won, they knocked Alabama out of the college football playoff,
okay.
Which I'm sure you didn't see either.
No.
Yeah, didn't go well. I love easy money, baby. Penn State actually did better than I expected. I didn't think they were going to come out and do anything in this game, and they played harder, but they didn't cover. They ran for 292 yards. Their quarterback, Drew Aller, threw for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns, but also 2 picks. They didn't cover the 3.5. So I was right on that one. Mm-hmm. But the total 49.5, I mean, they crushed that early. But we made the perfect call in this game.
Nice.
2-0. 2-0, Sammy.
So good, yes.
So now 2-0 for the week, and we were 21-25 and 1 for the season. The playoffs are coming up. There's a lot of room and time still to get a winning record for the season.
We're getting over 500.
Jesus, you jinxed us. Do you know nothing? You just...
It's not like it's a no-hitter or anything. What? There's no rules when it talks about...
Your blind positivity has ruined this show. Damn it, Sammy.
I didn't know there was a rule against that.
Don't worry. The king has returned.
Nice.
The king is back. 2-0?
Yeah, huge.
Now, did we blow into the NFL? Let's find out.
NFL picks.
Sammy, we nailed those college picks. Well, I did.
You did, yes. But I'll take partial credit.
Partial credit.
I was supportive.
You sat here and read things.
I did.
What was our first game, Sammy? Read some more things.
All right, Packers at Lions. It was a Thursday night game. We took the Packers team total over 23.5.
All right, the Lions were up 17-7 at halftime. And I'm like, damn it, because I've taken a lot of Lions overs, but I think theirs was a little high. I think it was like 28.
Okay.
I just thought the Packers, I'm like, the Packers are going to come out hot. They're going to come out shooting. I like them to get that over 23.5. Didn't look good in the first half. What was the final, Sammy?
Lions 34, Packers 31.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Still on a roll.
This hit 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. Hit pretty early. Should have taken this. The parlay ticket would have been cash. Would have been done. Wait, this was on the parlay ticket. I'm sorry.
This was.
So we had to wait till Sunday. We had a Thursday, 2 Saturdays, and we had to wait till Sunday. Sunday being the last game. What is it, Sam?
Raiders at Buccaneers. We took the Buccaneers team total over 25.5.
Okay. Over 25.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is for this parlay ticket that we've won 0 all year.
All season.
We won 3 in a row last season, and then we won, I think, a couple after that. And then King Randy, who won, who's the guest picker champion, hit his and got like $600 out of it. Okay, Kitty wins this time, Queen Kitty, and a lot of pressure on me. I win the first 2. Oh boy. Okay, so the Bucks are up 14-0 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm like, easy money.
Go on. Good.
Okay, and then total standstill. Total. Okay, nothing in the second quarter. Nothing in the third quarter. Just looked flat. Looked stagnant. They couldn't get anything going.
It's like you're running a race and you're watching that finish line get further away.
Yeah. And they just they were in field goal range and they just make mistakes. Baker threw a couple of picks. It was bad. 8:37 left in the game. They scored to go up 21-0. Or 21-10. I'm sorry. 21-10. I don't care about the Raiders game. I don't care for their score. I just need 26 points out of the Buccaneers. All right. Then they punt to the Raiders, or they kick off to the Raiders. The Raiders throw a pick.
Ooh.
We're in like the red zone again.
Yeah.
Oh no, sir. It was reversed on instant replay. Oh, he might have hit the floor a little. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Then the Raiders march down the field to kick a field goal, and they leave 3:05 left on the clock. I'm cutting up pineapple for my kids, and I'm just sitting there, and they're like, "Dad, are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, Dad's okay. Dad's okay." Just waste all this time doing this podcast and these picks. Can't go 4-0 once. Can't win one parlay ticket. Okay, so Baker gets the ball. They're supposed to run around the clock. He throws a long pass on second down. They get a 35-yard play. They're like inching down, but it looks like they're just either going to kick a field goal or run off the clock. Mm-hmm. Okay. They have one play left. One play left before this. Before they're either going to get the first down and kneel on it, or they're going to kick a field goal. So they have one play. If he throws it in the end zone, we got the chance. Okay. He throws a screen. And I'm like, great, nothing. The guy starts marching on the field. There's no one there. It's the most perfect play call. The guy's booking. It's the guy that Jalen McMillan, who scored the first touchdown of the game. Yeah. He's going down there, and then he starts high-stepping, and he's about to fall down so they can just start taking knees. Mm-hmm. But no, he's a diva wide receiver, and he marches right in there. 28-13, Buccaneers. We finally won. Bring in Kitty. Where's Kitty? Kitty, get in. Get her in the seat, Sammy. Kitty, get that money, Kitty. Get all that money. All of it. Who's cleaning this up later? Where are my kids? Oh my! Queen Kitty's in the house.
Yes.
Hello,
nice.
Kitty.
Hello.
Oh my gosh! Here's the standings. You did it. Here's the parlay ticket, Sammy. Sammy, just read the finals. This is why you're here, Sammy.
Green Bay Packers over 23.5. Georgia +3, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers team totals over 25.5.
And what does that pay, Sam?
And that pays $586.26.
26 cents, and here's the actual real money. Okay. The real cheddar. There's a little extra there. I do not need change. Put it towards one of our girls' dance classes that are $500 each.
Done.
Aren't they something like that?
Yeah.
Don't get if you have daughters, Sam, don't get them into dance.
No.
This is the most
waste of money.
This is the most miserable experience of your
Just
life.
tell them to watch a YouTube video.
Just watch YouTube. And the girl Sammy's gonna impregnate anyway. She's already a dancer of a different. She's got all the moves.
At home.
She's got all the moves. All the moves. Nicely done. So 2-0, 4-0 overall. The PTP 49, 58, and 1 on the season. We're getting there, Sam. We're only 9 games back, even though you jinxed it, and it's going to be ruined. Don't do the picks next week because this one ruined it. All right.
I tried to stay positive, but I ruined it.
And let's keep us on the up. What was Sammy's pick?
Oh, do we have to? It was such a high note. Let's end on a high note. Come on. All right, Sammy's pick was Bears at 49ers. I took Bears +4. 49ers 38 to Bears 13.
And they shouldn't even have 13. I mean, it was terrible. We were watching it at the party last night, and nobody was interested. It was
every team that fires their coach wins the next game, except the Bears.
Except the Bears. That lights a fire, and they're like, you know what, Eberflus, we're going to show you. We're going to march into 49ers Stadium. We're going to get the Levi Stadium. We're going to get it done. They did nothing. They got trounced. Terrible. All right, let's talk a little Super Bowl. It's getting close. We're almost at the end of the season. Only a couple games left. Detroit Lions are the favorite, the betting favorite, plus 270.
So wild.
It's
Detroit is
crazy.
the favorite.
Yep.
We should have known in week 1, Sammy, when you're like, Detroit's not for real. They have no chance.
Should have faded me on the futures right there.
Well, let's go down the line real quick. Here's the top 10. The Chiefs are 5-1. I mean, the Chiefs win every game. They won again last night.
They win when they shouldn't win.
They win when they shouldn't win. We knew it last night. We were watching the end of the game a little bit, and we were like, I said, Kitty, try to bet the Chiefs if you can, because they're plus 150. And then like 2 seconds went by, and they were like minus 370.
Yeah.
It was everybody knew. It was like, oh, wait, the Chiefs are definitely going to win this game. Yeah. And the Chargers are out of it. The Chargers are 10th now. They're 37-1 to win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah. But right behind them is the Texans, 34-1. They're in a terrible division. I don't know. The Texans could make some noise. That there's some value there. Steelers are 19-1.
I feel like the Steelers are kind of low.
That's some good value there if they could beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Packers, I don't think got it. They're 17-1. So are the Vikings 17-1. But the Ravens at 10-1. That's I don't know. The Ravens, that's good value on the Ravens. And then the Bills are plus 650 and the Eagles are plus 550. We kind of went back and forth there. But if you got to pick a team out of the AFC and the NFC, who are you taking, Kitty?
Gosh, I hate to play the favorite, but I like Detroit. I've liked them all season long, so I definitely take Detroit and go with KC.
Yeah.
I don't see how it's not Kansas City, Detroit.
Yeah.
They have so much momentum, both teams.
We just jinxed it now.
Yeah. Well, now that happened,
No.
I'm definitely going Eagles Bills.
Right?
I think the AFC is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
To watch in the play. I think you guys are right on the line. I think it's a Lions Eagles NFC Championship game. I just don't see anybody else out of it. I don't think the Vikings have it. I don't see Sam Darnold taking them over the top. The Packers they don't look like they have it. But the Texans get sneaky. We'll see. But the Bills, they lost, but they really have a lot of firepower. Josh Allen had 6 touchdowns yesterday.
Yeah.
3 rushing, 3 passing. I would love to see Josh Allen versus like Jalen Hurts or even Josh Allen versus the Bills. I'm just sick of the Chiefs. They're just sick of watching them. They're not that fun to watch anymore. When they had Tyreek Hill and everything, that was more exciting. They still run a good offense. And Patrick Mahomes is really fantastic. But Travis Kelce, he can be done. I don't know if you know this, Sam, but he's in a sham relationship with Taylor Swift. Have you heard about this, Kitty?
I think I've heard some rumbling about that.
Someone was talking about it.
There was a podcast last year, and some genius, he was a little bit heavier at the time, but he said, this thing is bullshit, and once they start losing, she's out of there. She's only in it for the money, even though she makes about 50 times more than he makes.
Right?
So, yeah, we'll see. I might have to put some money on the Ravens at 10-1 though, and I might put a couple bucks on the Texans. Gonna do it soon though. It's almost over. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Can the Texans do it? I don't know. There's so many Bama players on there, but then former Bama head coach D'Amico Ryans came out and said some bullshit about Trevor Lawrence that his hit was justified and all that stuff.
Really?
So that's bad karma. Yeah, that knocked him out for the season. All right, so 2 Chiefs, Lions, and I'm gonna go Bills Lions. I'm gonna go Bills Lions. Yeah, with the Eagles on the dark horse.
It's rigged against the Bills.
Yeah,
It
we'll
is.
see. All right, Kitty, are you hungry after winning all that money?
Yes.
Well, boy, do we have some interesting food for you?
This
Okay.
was really high quality for this.
You're not gonna need $600 for this meal. All right, let's hit it.
Is this game day food?
Sammy,
Yeah,
it's time for everybody's favorite food game.
Is this game day food?
Always.
Rockstar.
10 for 10. What do we got today, Sam?
Well, we went to White Castle to try their Sloppy Joe sliders. I haven't had White Castle in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
And you know what?
Is there a reason for that?
I don't think
I'll
I've
say
ever-
getting ready for a trip, White Castle's the way to do it.
Yeah, for sure. White Castle, let's do it. All right, this is the Sloppy Joe slider. Let's get in it. Everybody knows the rules. Okay, you guys get going. I'll explain the rules. 6.4 or higher will get you game day food on a prestigious podcast. We all guess each other's scores. If we are outside of 1 full point, there's a punishment, and it's this. It's the pickle cotton candy.
Ooh, pickle cotton candy.
No one wants that. I have a feeling somebody's going to get it because this is going to be hard to judge. Mhm.
Yeah, I think you're right. This one's hard.
Okay. You a Sloppy Joe fan, Kitty?
We used to have them a lot when I was a kid, but I don't think I've had them since I was a kid. So,
Okay.
how about you?
I like them, but I like them kind of, dressed up pretty good. Okay. Kitty, 6.4 or higher is going to get this game day food. I think you gave this. Well, Sammy's going to guess first.
I think she gave it a 5.1. Her face did not seem too keen on it.
Yeah.
But not enough for me to give her to think she gave it a 3.
I think she gave us a 5.9. Kitty?
6.0.
6.0. Okay, so we're all there.
All right.
We're all there.
By 1 point.
5.9.
Just made it.
But if I would have gotten 6.0, you would have had to take that cotton candy. If you nailed the score.
Phew.
All right. Kitty, what do you think Sammy gave this?
I am not sure Sammy's level on Sloppy Joe's, but I think he gave it a 5.7.
I think he gave it a 6.5.
6.3.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
You guys are right.
We're all spared.
Yeah, I'm so scared now.
I know.
I used to go real heavy or light. Now I'm like, oh shit.
All right, Kitty.
Okay, it was okay.
What do you think, Kitty? What did I give this?
6.0.
All right,
5.4.
5.7. Damn it! Nobody has to do it.
No cotton candy.
No cotton candy.
Nobody got it. All right, we got 2 others, Sam.
Yes.
All right, so this didn't qualify for game day food for
No,
me.
it was something about it was
dry.
kind of bland or
It was
something.
too dry for
Yeah.
Sloppy Joe.
So we got another one.
Yep.
What do we got?
The next one is the Smoky Joe. Wait, Smoky Joe, which one has some kind of the yellow cheese, American maybe.
Okay.
and maybe some bacon or something.
Okay, Joe. Okay.
Bacon.
Okay. So we won't review this. I mean, we can give our scores, but better or worse? Better or worse than the original? What do you think, Kitty?
Better.
Better?
Yeah, well, how about
I think it's better, but I gave it a 5.7 for the first one. This is probably a 6.1.
Yeah.
All right, and then what's
I would rate this game day food.
Yeah?
6.4 on that one, too.
really? Okay. And what's the last one, Sam?
Is the Spicy Joe, because this one has jalapenos.
Okay, I do like a little jalapeno action.
Hmm.
And I think maybe a pepper jack cheese.
See, that sounds a lot more promising to me. I mean, these aren't labeled, so this was kind of a hard segment to put together. But Kitty's cleansing her palate too. We got to make
That's
sure
right.
that we're. No, you're good. I did the same thing. We got to make sure that we're doing this
Digestive.
properly. All right.
That's my favorite of the 3.
It's definitely a different flavor.
Yeah. That's my favorite of the 3 too, but it's still. I don't think it's game day food. It's
Really?
It's 6.3.
Mm.
Yeah.
I prefer the smoky to this one, so.
Okay.
One thing about going to White Castles, I don't know if they're all like this, but it was like walking into an 80s
Yeah.
restaurant. I took a photo, I'll put it up. I mean, it hasn't changed at all in 40 years, it looks like.
I like. Go ahead.
It was like just nostalgic.
I used to like their burgers, and honestly, if we were slap drunk, I might be going 7.5 on that.
Yeah.
But the burger's a little bit better. They used to have a little chicken mini slider that they probably still have. That was good.
They have the chicken and waffle slider.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that next.
That seems ambitious.
You know.
I got to tell you, White Castle, I don't see it happening. All right, Kitty. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for all that you do for the show. So glad you got paid.
Yay.
Oh, that was stressful.
That's
Awesome.
I'm not going to get over that.
I'll take it.
Fantastic. Thanks for everything. And we're going to let you go because we're going to talk a little controversial news.
All right.
And we don't want to get you fired.
I'm out of here.
We'll see you later. Thanks again for everything, Kitty.
Thank you.
All right, Sammy, before we get to the news, I mentioned at the top of the show that Jordan Kaplan,
Yeah.
a wonderful guest of the show and
Absolutely.
friend, said, hey, this is how you want your fast food. And we talked about RoboCop with a chance of meatballs because didn't you say RoboCop ate meatballs?
It's like one of the movies
Last year?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all, and it'll forever be in my mind. And I'm going to have to rewatch RoboCop, A, to prove you wrong, and B, because it's a fantastic movie.
Because it's fantastic.
But this is what Jordan sent in here. That's RoboCop. he is making burgers and he has a gun in his hand. Did he AI this? He must have AI'd this, right?
If he did this himself, then you know what? Kudos to him.
Pretty good.
This is good.
That needs to be framed and
Yes.
put in my bathroom or something.
I love it.
If there were RoboCops working fast food,
Mhm.
oh my, I'm a dead man.
I'd be there all the time.
I'd be there
just
all the
watching
time. Look, he's got the gun, so there's not going to be any like out of control patrons either.
that. And you know this is like an IHOP where you need RoboCop working.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's some dingy part of town because it's dark and it's smoky out. Yeah.
I want the world controlled by RoboCops.
Yeah,
There needs to be one in
absolutely.
every community.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that would be great.
People will watch their mouth if they're not sure if RoboCop's around the corner.
You know what? Everybody is so mouthy these days. So mouthy. If you got that Desert Eagle that RoboCop had, just fire willy nilly. What if something goes haywire in him?
Yeah.
What if somebody hacks into his computer brain system,
Oh man, now you're going down a dark path.
tears him up? So thanks, Jordan. Fantastic. Thanks for giving me a wet dream of no germs at my fast food place. All right, Sammy. What else is in the news?
First up, Jay-Z has vehemently denied the allegations that he and Sean Combs raped a 13-year-old girl in 2000.
I'm not going to go back to the vehemently.
I was saying that wrong? Vehemently? How do you say it?
I think you nailed it. Twice.
Vehement?
All right, this is a serious
There's three
story.
E's in that word, and you're going to say they're not all the same? Vehemently. They should all sound the same.
I like vehemently more. Okay, okay. Back to this serious story. This is getting
True.
out of control.
That's true. I did hear about this.
Out of control. So he was accused. He and P Diddy were accused of raping a 13-year-old girl 24 years ago. After the VMA Awards, they said this girl was going up to limousines and saying, when can I get in, and blah blah blah. And the limousine driver said, "You're exactly what P Diddy's looking for," and got her to this party. She claims that she had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and then she was at the party having fun. She signs the NDA, and then they give her a drink, and it was drugged. And then she said she was raped by a couple of men, and a female celebrity also was watching this happen. So Jay-Z says this did not happen, and I'm going after this. You can't do this, which I think everybody has to do. Like, if somebody accused you of something heinous like this, you got to go out and go, how? Like, this isn't happening. Like, or maybe this happened and blah blah blah. But I was never involved in this. I certainly never drugged and did anything with a 13-year-old girl. Like, he has to, or he should go to jail. And he goes, why is this a civil suit? It should be a criminal thing.
Yeah.
He said, these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. He probably had that prepared by his lawyer, but it's strong. It's a strong point. He just says this is blackmail, extortion nonsense.
Probably.
He said to the lawyer, "You made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same." So he is saying a lot of them are like filthy rapists.
Yeah.
Um,
we all believe that.
Yeah. He goes, "I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn." Now I'm just like, okay, no one gives a shit. You're accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. You made it out of the project. Half of his songs are about slinging cocaine and crack rocks and blah, blah, blah.
Once you possibly rape somebody, nobody cares where you came from.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
gives
He's
a
like,
shit.
I had it hard. So I
I get
justified.
afraid. Come on.
He goes, "I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor." Bullshit. "We protect children." Bullshit. You turn them into fucking drug dealers. Stop. You talk about it in your songs. All right, on and on. "We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. That, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable." I mean, some of the statements he makes are pretty solid.
Yes.
He's like, this is bullshit, but there is a seriousness about harm to children. He said, "I look forward to showing you how different I am." The lawyer, this Tony Busby, he's involved in a lot of this bullshit.
Probably a shitty lawyer.
Yeah, he says the pleading speaks for itself. This is a very serious matter that would be litigated in court. So yeah, this is jacked up. I mean, Diddy's still in jail. I guess he asked for a $50 million bail and they rejected it.
Yeah, like 3 times.
3
They're
times.
not letting him out.
They're not letting him out.
No.
He is screwed. What he should do is take that $50 million and write Joseph Biden on it. Get that pardon right out of town. Get that pardon. That's who he should be talking to Talk to your boy. Talk to all the boys you know that have done all these fundraisers and all this stuff, all the guys you stumped for, and go, give me one of them pardons. Here's your money. They'll do it for the money.
Yeah.
And the media will trash them, and everybody will go, how dare you? And people will still stick up for them, and then it'll go under the rug, and it'll be like, oh, yeah, remember when he pardoned?
Yeah.
Remember when he pardoned P. Diddy? Yeah, they're all in it together. Yeah. So, yeah, what do you think? Do you believe Jay-Z?
You know what? I believe he started seeing Beyonce when she was underage.
I heard that, too. That's
Which
coming out,
means
too.
That's not going to help his... You can't say I would never do that if he was banging a 16-year-old when he was in his 20s, you know? It's kind of going to be hard for him to get away with that.
When there's smoke, there's fire. The rapper Nas came out and said that Jay-Z was very well aware that R. Kelly had underage girls in the studio when they were recording together, too. So he was complicit in R. Kelly's crimes, too.
That's bad, too.
You know, he everybody knew that R. Kelly married Aaliyah when she was underage.
Yep.
A lot of people had things with Aaliyah. Aaliyah was very talented. She died in plane accident or something
I
like
believe
that.
it was a plane accident. Yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah. So these guys are bad people. I think he needs to come out and be like, look, I'm not Puff Daddy.
Mhm.
You know, I associate with him and I associate with him, but he's a scumbag and what he did was wrong and all this stuff. Nobody's saying anything about it. They're kind of covering their own ass, except Ice Cube.
I love Ice Cube.
I love Ice Cube. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. He has the most rap songs that I like.
Yeah.
But Ice Cube's up there, and I love Ice Cube. He's at one of his concerts, and he finishes one of the songs. He goes, just to be clear, I never went to one of those fucking Diddy parties. And I was like, God bless him. That's the stance people need to take.
That's it.
And say, either I was there, it got out of control, but I didn't see anything that was criminal. Or, I saw it, I should have said something.
I think so many celebrities in those circles were at those parties and they just want to stay quiet.
They do.
They just want to stay
they're
quiet.
just
Nobody
anxious.
wants to admit to being there.
Doctor, more pills? I'm going to be in hiding for a while. Pills, please. Yeah, Diddy's trial is scheduled for May 2025. That's going to be must-see TV. That's going to, it's horrific, and everybody wants to see just how far this went. And who's going to be exposed? Diddy will drop dime on these people.
I don't know. Maybe.
He better watch himself.
That's true. He is in the same jail as Epstein, so
Yeah.
it could be coming for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cameras are a little spotty there sometimes.
Yeah.
The maximum
Get some
security
IT
prison.
guys in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what? Well, sorry. That guy hung himself. He was on suicide watch.
Yeah.
My bad. Sammy, what else?
The suspected killer of the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson has been arrested.
They caught him. You see this?
I heard that they were in pursuit, but I didn't realize they actually got the guy that they think does it.
Because
I heard he was out. He left New York. Then I heard he was still in New York. Everything coming out was so all over the place.
Yeah, it's a very weird story. So they caught him in Pennsylvania. He's identified as 26-year-old Luigi Mangione.
Ooh.
An Italian capable
An
of
Italian
murder?
hitman? There's no such thing as an Italian hitman.
Who, what?
Ever. They haven't made TVs or movies about that either.
Yeah.
Like, not possible.
I don't see this guy as a hitman. I think he's kind of a nutter.
Yeah.
Or he's something happened. They arrested him at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Someone spotted him eating. They said he was in possession of a 9mm ghost gun.
Yeah.
I guess that's something you could 3D print.
Yeah, you kind of make it yourself so nobody knows it actually exists.
And that fires like a live round. You could fire. It's that way. It was jamming it.
That would make sense why it kept jamming if it's like one he 3D printed most of the parts and it just wasn't perfect or something.
I don't know much about it, but that's. I asked around and I don't know. Everybody's got different opinions, but also people were like, "That's a professional hitman." So I'm like, let's let this unfold.
He acted like it, but who knows?
I think a lot of people watch a lot of shows, and I think he was. What I'll give him credit for, he was very confident in doing what he did.
That's the scariest part about it, is how calm he was.
But I had some people make the very valid point of, if he was a hitman, why did he shoot from such a distance? He was what, 5 feet from the guy?
I
think, but the guy was walking away from him. He could have rolled up on him, shot him in the back of the head, and then walked away.
Yeah.
With the suppressor, he fired 3 times. He had witnesses there. I just don't see him being this skilled assassin. But
at 26, he's pretty young. He would have had to have been a military guy to have that many skills.
And he
was
wasn't.
so young. So if he wasn't a military guy, then yeah, I agree with you.
But apparently super bright. He had a bachelor's and master's degree in computer science from Penn. Penn's a very good school. And he was valedictorian at a prestigious high school, boys prep school in Baltimore. When he was caught, he had that ghost gun, they said, multiple fake IDs, including a New Jersey ID used to check into a hostel where he stayed, and a 3-page manifesto critical of the health insurance industry.
Yeah.
They said he had back surgery, and his friends said that he went kind of nutty after the back surgery. I don't know if it got him hooked on pain meds. I don't know if they rejected his claims. I don't know what. But did you see the picture of him? He's a real beefcake. Look at this guy. He's very, very handsome Ital.
He's gonna get some letters in jail.
He's going to get a lot of something in jail. He's going to have some secrets himself. He's going to be like, Dear Sammy, I too have W secrets. Now. But is this guy the Joker? Like, are people loving him? People are loving him.
The internet likes this. And it's funny. It's like everybody decided, okay, this, I understand. Like, they didn't hear much hate online about him at all.
This seemed to be a very righteous kill to most people.
Yeah, which is kind of scary, too.
It
It says a lot about our country right now.
It does. I mean, the words deny, defend, and depose were reportedly discovered on the shell casings found at the murder scene, which rejects the claim that he's picking up his shells. He did not do that.
Yeah, I heard that too, but it's not true.
Yeah, it's similar to a phrase used in a 2010 book, Delay, Deny, Defend by Jay Feynman, discussing health insurance tactics by denying claims. I got to read that book. I mean, God bless somebody like him for writing that. Hopefully it kind of blows the roof off of some of this stuff and people fight back.
I'm sorry, is this the new Catcher in the Rye?
I don't know. I didn't read that one.
Well, all the like serial killers
Yeah.
had it or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know. Yeah. But this it seems like he was very disgruntled. Something happened to him, and he went nuts.
Wow.
I mean, is he a nut or is he a hero? I don't know. The truth is somewhere in the gray, like with most things. But
I learned one thing from this.
Yeah.
Kids, don't go to college.
Don't go.
You might turn into this guy.
You might just see a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing. Thank God you're so ignorant. How do you say vehemently again? You're like, education's for idiots. I'm going to Bangkok, my lady. What's your name?
I'm going to Bangkok vehemently.
Vehemently. I'm shocked at how our society is. And people are like, well, he had kids, and then people are like, yeah, but like nobody's saying don't feel bad for the kids, but they're saying this guy was a monster who made people's lives terrible. They say buy health insurance, and we're going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. On your worst days, we're there for you. And he was in charge of saying, fuck those people. We don't care. We got to get the stock price up.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be involved in insider trading because it's not enough.
Because the millions I made off of people's misery isn't enough.
No, and I don't care. And he got shot and he got killed.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife said he was getting death threats. I don't know. The choices you make in life. I mean, when you do things that adversely affect people and they're dead after. I mean, I've had personal stories with family members who were treated very, very poorly at hospitals. And we had bad situations. Never had too many health insurance issues, but I know people that have, and it's a nightmare. So
I actually have a friend out in Colorado who just got diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's got to come up with like 40 grand.
Oh,
like, well,
my
what
God.
the hell is insurance for?
yeah,
Like that 40 grand should be covered, but they got to come up with 40 grand cash.
yeah.
These billion-dollar companies saying, well, we need you to come with an extra 40 grand. Like, get the fuck out of here.
We don't take care of enough people in our country. Our own citizens who pay into the system. Who and I don't want socialized medicine.
No.
But I want an answer.
It's got to be somewhere in between.
I want some policing. I don't want the hospitals to just be able to charge you $80 for
Toothpick.
a Tylenol. It's not even. It's more than that. It's like ridiculous.
Stupid.
So we got to take care of people better. We got to take care of our veterans. We got to do things because these CEOs are they're under attack now, and I don't want them to be. But try harder. Maybe get that in the back of your mind. You can't do this to people. You can't do this to the little guy because you might turn somebody into a nut, like we got old Luigi here.
Luigi.
So, all right,
Wow.
heavy.
Yeah.
I think he's the Joker, and I think people are going to be wearing T-shirts that say "Free Luigi."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's already happening. The Joker culture. If that sequel wasn't so shitty, everybody be calling him the Joker.
That's true.
All right.
This might be a #1 Halloween costume next year.
It might be. It's the old sexy Luigi from prison. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll try to get a little peppier in the next episode, but the world is a toilet. We're just trying to make you smile through it all. It's cut. Don't worry. Everything's going to be on Inauguration Day. Everybody's going to be like, all right, now we can just settle down.
We're good now.
It's coming. Oh boy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Keep following us. Keep watching. We appreciate it. Bye now.